Criminal Justice is not responsible for your PC and or game files. Always mod at your own risk. I also recommend backing up your game files before following this tutorial. Thank you, and enjoy the show. What's going on, guys? Criminal Justice here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to be a security guard in LSPDFR. Let's do it. What's going on, guys? Criminal Justice here, and today we are back with another LSPDFR tutorial. God bless you guys. God bless America. God bless our troops that are fighting for our freedom. God bless our veterans, and God bless Israel. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you how to install Security Plus by Sneaky Steve. We're also going to be installing a Gruppy Security add-on DLC. This pack is amazing. This Callout pack is amazing. Callout / plugin. Let's get right into it, guys. There's going to be a few requirements we're going to need. We are going to need a heap adjuster, a pack file limit adjuster, and a game config so that your game does not crash upon using these mods. All right. So click the link down there in the description. It's going to bring you to this page right here. It's going to bring you to the Security Plus beta by Sneaky Steve. So big shout out to Sneaky Steve here, man. We really do appreciate your time and effort in the LSPDFR community, man. Without you guys, we would not have realistic gameplay as we do. So Sneaky Steve, thank you for your time, man. We really appreciate you, brother. Guys, just so that you know, Sneaky Steve does have a Patreon. I believe I seen it a while ago, earlier when I was in here. He's got a Patreon here on his page somewhere, guys. But listen, these guys do this stuff for free. So if you ever have a few dollars, right here's his Patreon right here, guys. If you ever have a few dollars that these guys' way, please do it, because these guys are absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, I think I might throw some money Steve's way myself, because he's just, they take time to do this for free, guys, and these mods are absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down in Security Plus right here. You're going to click download this file. You're going to click agree and download. And you want the main file, Security Plus Beta 1.2.zip. That's the one you want. Click download here. Put it somewhere where you know how to get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the very next one is going to be the Security Pack add-on. I also want to give a big shout out to Benzo, Mike from the Benzo Effect channel too, because I would not have known about this had I not watched his patrol, right? I'm a longtime subscriber and member of the Benzo Effect channel, which is where I learned how to install LSPDFR from. So big shout out to Mike from the Benzo Effect channel. He knows I'm a huge fan, and he knows I'm a sucker for his channel, man. So big shout out to him, man. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out Benzo from the Benzo Effect channel. I will link his channel in the description below. He did a patrol the other day, and I saw this where he was doing a patrol around the college, and it was really cool. I was like, man, I got to see what this is all about. So here we are, guys. I know I'm jabbering. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and click download right here, and put it somewhere you know to get to it. Guys and girls, this pack is absolutely amazing. It's huge, and it's amazing. You will love it, I promise. Let's go ahead and go on to the next one. This is going to be our heap adjuster, okay? We're going to need the heap adjuster, pack file, limit adjuster, and a game config to keep from our game crashing when we load in, okay? So here's what you want to do. You want to go down and click download right here again and put it somewhere you know to get to it. I do recommend putting these in a folder somewhere and then pull them to your desktop so that you have a copy of them to back up, or just put them on your desktop, however you want to do it. Next up is going to be the pack file limit adjuster. Same thing, guys. Go ahead and click download right here. And last but certainly not least is going to be our game config 2372, which is the current version of GTA 5 that we're on. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So go ahead and click download right here. Once you got everything downloaded, guys, let's go ahead and close that. Now, this is a bit of a process installing the Callout plugin pack, as well as the add-on too, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be installing our requirements, our heap adjuster, pack file limit adjuster, and our game config. Now for these three mods, we're going to need our Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory and OpenIV. So what you want to do to find your Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory is go to the File Explorer, and you want to go to this PC, And then you want to select the hard drive in which you installed your GTA 5 on, okay? After that, you're going to select Steam Library. You're going to select Steam Apps, Common, and then you want to select Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, before you double-click that, okay? Before you double-click that, this is what I recommend that you do, okay? Just like it says in the beginning of my video of my disclaimer, back up your game files before following this tutorial. It's very important. The reason we tell you this, because if you were to install anything into this file right here, and let's just say that's your only copy, all right? And something happens that you accidentally put the file in the wrong place, or you mess up, or the mod just doesn't agree with your game for some reason, okay? Which is not likely, but if it does, and that's your only copy of GT5, guess what you're going to have to do? And if you mess with that file and you can't get back in your game, you're going to have to uninstall GT5 and reinstall it. So here's what I recommend that you do. I want you to highlight that copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 right here. I want you to right-click, click copy, go down here in this white area, left-click, right-click, and click paste. Now, once you click that, you're going to see it start doing a copy, an exact replica of the current directory that you have. Now, let me also say this before we get started. If you only have one copy of Grand Theft Auto 5, okay, and you do not have a clean backup copy and you're new to this, this is what I recommend you do. And even if you're not new to this, okay, and you only have one copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 and it's modded, if it is not a clean copy, you need to uninstall GTA 5 and reinstall it so that you have a clean copy. Look, guys, right here. This is my clean copy of GTA 5. I always have a clean copy just in case anything goes wrong, okay? And I can't tell you how many times I've had to have that backup copy because of things that went wrong, or I just needed a backup copy to make a new file, right? It's there. You have it. At least you know you have it, okay? This one right here, I do have a mods folder that I just really don't even need in there. I'm just going to get rid of that real quick because I don't need that. Now, it is a clean copy. It is a clean copy now, okay? With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and open up our... Now, once you get to Grand Theft Auto 5 right here, go ahead and right-click and click Send to Desktop, Create Shortcut. Click that, okay? Close out of this, and you will now have a GTA 5 shortcut on your desktop right here. Right there it is. If you double-click that, it's going to open up your GTA 5 main directory, okay? What you want to do is you want to grab this shortcut right here. You want to pull it down to your File Explorer, and once it says Pin to File Explorer, just drop it in there, okay? You will now have a file in here that says Grand Theft Auto 5 Shortcut, or just Grand Theft Auto 5, okay? Once you see that, go ahead and click on it, okay? Now, before we get started installing these mods, actually, let's go ahead and install the first 3 mods here, okay? Go ahead and open up your heap adjuster, guys. Now, the only file that you need in here, you do not need this heap adjuster.ini. As a matter of fact, we can right-click and we're going to delete that. Just act like it's not there, okay? You don't need that. You just want to grab the heap adjuster.asi. You want to grab it, pull it in your main directory, and drop it in just like that, okay? Close out of that. Refresh it, sorry. Close out of that and get rid of that shortcut, okay? And then the next thing you want to do is open up that pack file. Why did that delete like that? Oh, it didn't delete it. It's slung over here. It's because it's the ini. Okay. So just throw that in your recycle bin, guys. Next up, you want to open up your pack file limit adjuster. Highlight everything in here. Hold down your control key and deselect the readme. You do not need that, okay? Grab the pack file limit adjuster ini and the pack file limit adjuster ASI. Grab them both. Pull them in your main directory. And drop them in just like that. As you guys can see, I am installing this mod with you, okay? I'm installing this mod with you. So go ahead and refresh your directory, close out of that, and get rid of that shortcut. Now, the game config, okay? In order to install this game config, let's go ahead and open it up. You are going to need OpenIV. If you do not have OpenIV, I will leave a link in the video right now taking you to a video showing you how to install OpenIV and how to copy your patch days into your folder, okay? But what you want, if you have OpenIV, go ahead and follow this with me. And you want to double click on the folder right here. This is GTA config for version 2372. Double click that folder. And you want the one that says stock traffic, okay? Don't do none of this, guys. You'll have too much traffic and peds in your game, okay? Do the stock traffic. Once you double click that, you should see a game config.xml. Go ahead and minimize your directory. Do not close it, just minimize it, okay? Now, let's open up our OpenIV. and click on Windows for Grand Theft Auto 5. Mine's going to open up automatically in edit mode because of me. Crap! You got to watch Jeffrey Gamer's videos, guys, to understand that joke, okay? Anyway, once you are in OpenIV, guys, you want to make sure that your edit mode is on if it's not already. Now, if you want to be in edit mode at all times, go over here to Tools, go to Options, and you want to be in the General tab and go down to Default Work Mode, and you want to make sure that this is, if you're on read only, you want to make sure it's on edit, okay? That means that your OpenIV will open up in edit mode every single time you open it up, okay? It saves on a lot of trouble, trust me. Now, in here, inside of our OpenIV, we're going to navigate to Mods. We're going to navigate to Update.rpf, Common, and Data. Now, I recommend what you do when you get here is you click Favorites, click Add to Favorites, and click Add. That way, it's in your favorites. You got it right here. You can always come back to it if you need to, okay? With that being said, guys, we're going to scroll down our OpenIV just like this. Make sure you are in edit mode, okay? Remember, guys, your pathway is, in fact, your lifeline. It's your lifeline. If you can memorize these pathways, you can mod like a pro in no time. I promise you, you can. Scroll down, guys, and right down here at the bottom, underneath where it says XML text, you will see a gameconfig.xml. Yours should say compressed and encrypted. If you've never tampered with this file, if you've never messed with it, it should say compressed and encrypted. If it doesn't, don't worry about it, okay? This is what we're going to do. We're going to grab this gameconfig.xml inside of our WinRAR. We're going to pull it into our OpenIV just like this, and we are then going to drop it in. Your game config is now installed, okay? Go ahead and close out of that and get rid of that shortcut. Go back to your OpenIV and click File and click Close All Archives. And just minimize OpenIV because we are going to need it again, okay? Go ahead and minimize it, all right? Now, I've only installed this mod twice, so bear with me, guys, as I will be taking my time to make sure I'm doing every single thing right for you guys, okay? So open up. Remember, we only minimized our GTA 5 main directory, so open that back up. Before we go any further with these steps, okay, you want to go into your plugins folder, and you want to go into your EUP. Now, if you do not have EUP installed, okay, I will link another video here showing you how to install EUP. You know, as a matter of fact, that last video I linked, I will link it because it's an OpenIV install video showing you how to install your update and mods folder, plus how to install the latest version of EUP and Serve and Rescue, okay, Law and Order and Serve and Rescue, okay. So, but if you have EUP, okay, you want to do this. You want to go to your plugins. You want to go to EUP, open up that folder, okay? Now, if you have created any kind of outfits in your EUP inside of your game at all, you're going to have a folder in here called Wardrobe, okay? And if you open that up, you will see all the outfits that you have created. You will see the names of them right down to everything that you put on your character, okay? So right here, like this one says Parking Patrol. These are my personal outfits that I have created, okay? So what I'm going to do, because we have an EUP folder in the security that's going to override it, and it has to go in there no matter what, it's going to go in there, okay? So here's what we're going to do. Now, we're going to highlight this wardrobe folder right here. If you have one, this is what you want to do, okay? You are going to grab this and follow my instructions very carefully. Do not drop anything until I tell you to, okay? It's very important that you listen to me on this. You want to grab this wardrobe folder and you want to bring it out. Hold down your left click and bring it out to your desktop. Now, before we drop anything at all, let me make this very, very clear to those who install on their C drive, okay? If you're pulling your folder out right now and you're holding it right here and it says move to desktop, do not drop it. I will show you guys what to do in a minute. So if you're pulling your file out and it says move to desktop, do not drop it. If you do, you're going to pull your wardrobe out of your EUP folder, okay? So if it's saying that to you, just wait a minute. I will get right back to you and give you another option. Now, however, if you are pulling this wardrobe out and it's saying copy to desktop, you can go ahead and drop it in, okay? Just drop it on your desktop like that. Now, for those who are pulling their wardrobe out and it's saying move to desktop, This is what you want to do. Go back into your EUP folder and highlight that wardrobe. You want to right click and you want to click copy, okay? Now, this is what you want to do. Let's just say you only have 2 drives. You have your C drive and you have your D drive, your internal drives on your PC, okay? Okay, let's say that your whichever drive you have your GT5 installed on, you want to put this wardrobe on the opposite drive, okay? So, for example, if you have your GT5 installed on your C drive, then you'll want to copy your wardrobe onto your D drive, okay? If that makes sense, guys, I hope that makes sense. So, once we get this highlighted, right-clicked, and copied, we are going to go to a different drive, okay? I'm going to go to my H drive, okay? And I'm just going to go and see I've already got mine copied here. But I'm going to go down in here and I'm going to erase that. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. You're going to go to this little area right here, somewhere in a different drive. You're going to left-click, and you're going to right-click in that white area, and you're going to click paste, okay? It's going to paste that wardrobe in there. Now, it's there for a very good reason, okay? And we'll come back to that in just a second. So, go ahead with this new drive, and you just want to minimize that, okay? We want to minimize that. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and open up our security beta, all right? And you do want the manual install. The auto install is just a it's a little bit different. So we want the manual install. Open that up. Now there's a lot of files in here. Do not let it scare you guys. Open up this manual install instructions text readme, okay? If you open up these readmes, and I will say that Sneaky Steve did a great job with this readme because it is very, very specific and to the point. All right, so the first thing we're going to do this in order, guys. We're going to go by the EUP install. So this is saying go into the EUP install folder, then drag everything from the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder, in parentheses, not the folder itself. I'm glad he put that, into your GTA 5 directory contains the GTA5.exe. All right, and also number 4 and 5. If you are using Ultimate Backup, drag the special units.xml file from the EUP install folder into the directory Grand Theft Auto 5 plugins LSPDFR Ultimate Backup. Your pathway is your lifeline, guys. Remember this pathway. I'll take you to it anyway, okay? So what we want to do first, we want to go into that EUP install file. So minimize that README and go into the EUP install file, okay? You want to double click on Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, pull up your main directory. Let me minimize this. This is not the one. Let me pull up my main directory again. There we go. All right. And inside of here, now we can go ahead and just drop this in here, and it's gonna go where it needs to be. But I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. Okay. I'm gonna show you, for those who are new, how to memorize these pathways. This is the best way to do it. So you see right here in your WinRAR, guys, you have a file that says LSPDFR. You also have one in your main directory that says LSPDFR. At this point in your main directory, your pathway at the top should read Steam Apps Common Grand Theft Auto 5. This is where you should be, okay? In your WinRAR, you want to double click that LSPDFR. Go into your main directory, double click that LSPDFR. Go back to your WinRAR and double click on data, okay? Go over to your directory and double click on data. You guys see where we're going with this? Go over to your WinRAR and double click on custom. Go to your main directory and double click on custom, okay? You want to highlight every file in here except for those 2 dots, okay? Grab all of this right here and pull it into this location right here. Now, you should be in Grand Theft Auto 5 LSPDFR data custom, okay? That's where you should be. Now, see how we followed that pathway and the pathways matched identically? That's how you memorize those pathways. That's how you start learning where everything goes. And doing these things manually will teach you how to install LSPDFR. Manually is always the way to go because you know where your files are going and how they go, okay? So just please always do manual, guys. There's some things that are done by auto, but mostly do it manually, okay? If you can, do it manually always. All right, so let's go back to our main directory, and let's go back to our main directory and refresh it. At this point, you should be in Steam Apps Common Grand Theft Auto 5, okay? Now, we want to open up that, I don't know why I closed that WinRAR. We were in the EUP folder right here. This is where we were. So we were all the way this way. So what you want to do is in your WinRAR, guys, you want to go back, all the way back until you get to this special units.xml right here, okay? Now, go into your main directory, okay? And you want to navigate to plugins. Let me check something real quick, guys, before we go any further. Let me check something. Okay. Don't follow me, follow me, just don't follow that one. You guys should be right here in this area where the special units.xml is, which is inside your EUP install folder, okay? Let me start this pathway over so I don't confuse nobody. Okay, starting from Steam Apps Common, Grand Theft Auto 5, you want to navigate to your plugins folder. Then you want to go to LSPDFR, and then you want to go down to Ultimate Backup. You should have Ultimate Backup installed at this point if you're watching this tutorial. If you don't, I'll take you to a video showing you how to install Ultimate Backup, okay? So double click on Ultimate Backup if you have it. In here, you will notice there is a special units.xml file. You will also notice in your WinRAR there is a special units.xml file. You want to grab the special units.xml file from your WinRAR. You want to pull it into this location, which should be plugins, LSPDFR, Ultimate Backup. You want to drop it in and you want to overwrite it, okay? This is going to allow you to have security backup, okay? Now, in your main directory, go all the way back to your main directory, all right? In your WinRAR, go back until you get to this part right here, okay? This is the folder we're going to be working with next, guys, all right? Now, in your directory, you should be in Steam Apps Common Grand Theft Auto 5, okay? This is where you should be right now. Now, go back over here to your WinRAR and double-click on that Grand Theft Auto 5 folder, okay? Now, pay very close attention to when I say this, too. There's very specific instructions you have to go by when installing this mod, okay? Because if you do it wrong, you're going to mess it up, and it's not going to work right. And trust me, guys, this mod is worth doing right because you want to play with this mod. It is awesome. It is amazing, okay? So listen to me. In this file, in your WinRAR, you are going to have two files that you are going to need from here. Maybe. You might need them. You might not need them, okay? The two files in here that we're going to need for sure is going to be plugins and LSPDFR, and then we're also going to be using this ELS file later on, okay? Now, the other two files that you may or may not need is going to be this raised-NWI.pdp and this raised-NWI.dll, okay? So, with that being said, you want to go over here to your main directory and you want to scroll down. I'm going to give you guys some schooling today, okay? Scroll down until you get to the R's. Everything should be alphabetized, guys. If it's not, you can go up here to the top of your directory and click on name, and that should alphabetize your directory, okay? So you want to go down until you get to the R section. In your R section, if you have a raised-NWI.dll, you should see it right here, okay? If you have a raised-NWI.pdp, you should also see that right here, okay? Now, if you do not have either one of these files in your directory, then you need to drop both of these inside there right now. You just need to highlight them both and drop them in your main directory, okay? Make sure you're not highlighting anything. Stay in the buffer zone. The buffer zone is over here. What Jeffrey calls the buffer zone is over here, okay? If you do not have neither one of those files, you need to drop both of those in right now. Now, let's say that you do have a raised-NativeUI.dll already installed, okay? But it is newer than the one in this WinRAR, okay? Which is 626 of 21. All right? Now, the one that we have in our directory is a 1 of 21. So what does that tell you? That means that the one I have in my directory is already newer. So I'm not going to drop the one from the WinRAR, okay? I don't need it because I've already got one that's up to date. All right? But if you do not have one of the raised-NWI.dll, and if you do not have a raised-NWI.pdp, you need to drop both of these in your main directory right now, okay? That's the first thing you need to do. If you have them, okay, make sure they are up to date. If they're not, then drop these and overwrite them if they're outdated, okay? Now, with that being said, let's go all the way back to the top of our main directory. And next up, okay, you don't want anything else in here, okay? The only thing you need is the plugins and hold down your control key and highlight the LSPDFR. You should be in Steam Apps Common Grand Theft Auto 5. Guys, the reason I'm going over these pathways so much is because there's so many times people come to my channel saying, well, that wasn't the pathway you told us. So I'm being specific so that everyone knows. Even though that was the pathway I told them, they just weren't listening to me, okay? So please listen to me, guys. I promise your game, it's going to run good if you listen to me, okay? And anybody that knows me and knows my channel and watches me on a daily basis will tell you that. All right? LSPDFR and plugins, okay? You got those both highlighted. You want to pull them into your main directory, just like this, and you want to drop them in, just like that. Now, right here, guys, like I said, it's going to overwrite the wardrobe.ini. It's cool. Go ahead and replace it, all right? Now, there's a reason we saved that wardrobe. Now, do you guys see why we saved it? Now, before we go any further in this security beta, you need to minimize it because we're going to have to use that ELS file. Minimize it, guys, okay? The ones who dropped their wardrobe to the desktop, if you were able to do that, stick with me, okay? The ones who put yours in a different drive, this is what we're going to do, okay? You're going to pull up that drive that you took put that wardrobe in, okay? All right, so mine's going to be here. Let me grab my main directory. Now, everybody's going to do this. Everybody is going to navigate to plugins and EUP, okay? Because right now your wardrobe has been overwritten and none of your saved outfits exist right now, okay? But the minute you grab that wardrobe, and those who drop those on the desktop, do the same thing. Just grab it from your desktop, and those who put it in a different drive, grab it from your drive, and you want to pull this into, okay, your location where you are in your main directory. You should be in common Grand Theft Auto 5 plugins EUP, okay? Drop that wardrobe and overwrite it again, okay? Now your outfits are back in there, okay? That way nothing gets overwritten, all right? Same with the ones who drop theirs to the desktop. Just take the one on the desktop, drop it in, okay? Again, overwrite it, okay? So with that being said, you now have your, if you open it up, you will now see your outfits are back in there, okay? Your outfits are back in there, all right? So you don't lose anything. And if you have EUP, Law and Order, and Serve and Rescue, you already have the security outfits anyway, right? So like I said, the last video I linked on how to install OpenIV in a mods folder, I will include the one that has the new EUP, Serve and Rescue, and Law and Order in it. That way you guys have those, okay? Now, let's go back to our main game directory, and we want to navigate, and I think we're done. Let me check here, guys. I'm pretty sure we're done with this. Okay, inside the WinRAR, guys, we were over in this area right here. You want to open up this ELS file right here, the one that says ELS. Open it up, and double click on that pack default, and then you want to go over here to your main directory, and you want to go to mods. If you've watched that video and come back by now, you should have a mods folder, okay? I'm sorry, don't go to mods. You should have a mods folder anyway, okay? But now you should have a folder in your main directory called ELS. It should be at the very top if you're alphabetized, okay? Now, if you don't have ELS, I'm going to link a video here showing you how to install ELS. And you need to make sure that you install script hook V with it, because if you don't, it won't work, okay? So open up that ELS folder, open up the pack default, okay? And you want to go back over to your WinRAR. You want to grab these 4 files right here, not the 2 dots, just the 4 files. You want to pull them in here. At this point, you should be in common Grand Theft Auto 5 ELS pack default, okay? Just drop those in there like that, okay? And then just refresh it. That is the XML files for the vehicles that we're installing, okay? And I'm going to show you how to spawn them and all that. Let's go back. Let's go back to our main game directory. All right? We can now go back in here. And you want to go back to the part in your WinRAR where it says ELS, LSPDFR plugins. That's where you want to be at. Let me see. Let's go back. Go back one more time, guys. I want you to be in the part where it says EUP install, Grand Theft Auto 5 standard, manual, and you want to minimize go ahead and minimize your directory. Grab this securityplus.oiv, guys, and you want to pull it to your desktop, and you want to drop it just like that, okay? Just drop it on your desktop. Now, we are safe to close out of this WinRAR. We are done with that. That's why I said, guys, it's a process installing this, okay? And you can go ahead and grab this shortcut here, and you can just drop it into your recycle bin. All right, and we'll move that up. And if you guys, for those who copied their wardrobe onto your desktop, what is this right here? Oh yeah, for those who copied your wardrobe onto your desktop and you've already put it back into your wardrobe, your EUP folder, you can go ahead and grab the one on your desktop, and you can just, if you want to back it up somewhere and keep it, you can. But if you don't want to, you can just go ahead and drop it in your recycle bin like that, okay? Now, let's see what's next. We want to go back into our main directory, okay? And this time we're going to navigate to plugins, LSPDFR, and we're going to navigate we're going to go down, and we are going to navigate to Security Plus right here, the configuration setting or the INI file, okay? You want to open that up. And in here is where we are going to manipulate our controls, okay? Now, up here where it says ID equals security card 1, this is what the dispatcher will refer to you as. So, if you want to change this to whatever it may be, your call sign, I like to change mine to 1 Adam 7, okay? Just like that, 1 Adam 7. So whatever your call sign is, you can put it there. You can put something else, okay? Now, down here, okay, where it says you can find a list of accepted keys. I'm sorry, right here, guys. This is what you press to activate Security Plus once on duty in LSPDFR. Now, if you want to use F2 for this, that is completely fine. I like to change this to F6, okay? I'm going to put the 6 right there. And right here is what ends your call, which is numpad 7. All right. And then down here, guys, these few next steps are pretty important to pay attention to. All right. So this determines whether or not distance checks will be made. True means if a call out spawns far away, it will be canceled code for disregard. False means it will spawn no matter the distance. Okay. I highly recommend. True means if a call out spawns far away. I highly recommend leaving this at true. That way, if you get a call out for a security call out, and just say if it's in Sandy Shores and you're in Los Santos, it'll just code for the call once you accept it, okay? Because there are some calls that are in Sandy Shores and some calls are in Los Santos, okay? So you just got to kind of bear that in mind. I would keep that at true. Now, the next one up is this determines whether you want Security Plus to always auto-activate when going on duty. True means auto-activate. False means you must use the activate key. Now, I recommend leaving this at false because you want to activate the key yourself, okay? Or you can change it to true where it'll auto-activate. But I recommend leaving it at false for right now until you see how it's going to react in your game, okay? That's what I would recommend. So false means you must use the activation key, which means once we get in game and go on duty, we'll have to press F6 or whatever key you change that to activate your Security Plus callouts, okay? Now keep in mind the activation key up here has to be a function key. So for example, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, all the way through F12. One of those keys it has to be. I'd recommend changing to F6, guys, okay? If you faithfully follow my tutorials, I recommend changing that to F6. All right, now on down past this one. The next one's going to be, let's see, we've already did that. Now down here is the timer. How many seconds the timer for activation should last? No decimal points. Now what this means is when you go on duty, okay, it's going to have a timer. It's going to start counting down that gives you a certain amount of time to hit that key before you go on duty. This means 30 seconds, okay? So leave that at 30 seconds. We're going to auto-activate it ourselves. So everything in here is good. The only thing we had to change was the function key and the call sign, okay? Now, one more thing right here, guys. I almost forgot. It's his name up at the top. Equals change me. You want to go inside those quotes. And whatever name you want it to be, if you want to put popsicle or whatever you want to put, whatever you want to put in there. I put mine as Officer, not just Dios, it's justice, okay? Now, this is what you're going to be referred to up on dialogue. So when you talk to somebody and the dialogue pops up, it's going to show, for example, when I'm talking, I'll say Officer Justice. It'll have the two little dots that are on top of one another, and then it'll say your dialogue, okay? So that's what that's for. Now, once we're done, let's go ahead and click File and click Save, okay? And then you can safely close out of that. Scroll back up. Go back to your main game directory and minimize your OpenIV. I'm sorry, your main directory. Remember that securityplus.oiv we put on our desktop, guys? Open up your OpenIV, okay? You should already have it opened up. And make sure, again, guys, you are in edit mode, and you want to go over here where these three little dots are, where you see my cursor at, where it says Open Package Installer. Click on that, okay? And then click on Desktop, right below where it says This PC in your File Explorer, okay? Underneath where it says This PC, click on Desktop, okay? And you want to double-click on the securityplus.oiv, all right? And here it is, guys. Go ahead and click Install. Always select the mods folder. Never select the game folder. If you do, you're going to screw it up, okay? Select the mods folder. Simple instructions, guys. Select the mods folder. Select Confirm Installation. I told you guys this tutorial is a bit of a process. It really is. It's taken us a pretty good while just to get this part installed. You know what I mean? But it's a cool call out, guys. Nonetheless, I promise it's awesome. Once you get this, guys, right here, installation succeeded. Make sure you click Close, guys, okay? If you did not get that, you need to back up and see what you did wrong, okay? So go ahead and click Close once you get it. And let's go ahead and minimize our OpenIV for right now. I need to close out of that README. All right? And we want to open up that security pack add-on, okay? Let's open that up. Now, you're going to notice there's going to be two files in here. One's going to be security. If you double-click that security folder, you are going to see a DLC.rpf. You're not going to drop that. Please don't drop that. I've had so many people drop those on me. That's not what we want to drop, okay? Let's go back. You want to open up this readme.txt, okay? Open that up. And here's what you want to do, okay? Let's get this real big so we can see what we're doing here, okay? You want to go down in here, sorry about that, where it says instructions, okay? Right here, as it says mandatory mod, game config, guys. As I told you to install, game config. Optional mod is Bolingbrook Penitentiary Vehicle Pack. That is another security vehicle pack. If you guys would like to see a tutorial on that, please let me know. The pack is awesome. I have not installed it yet myself, but it's an awesome pack. I had a look at it. It looks really cool. It's a whole nother security pack, security card pack for Bolingbrook Prison, okay? So if you guys want to see a tutorial on that, please let me know, and I will be more than happy to do that for you. What you want to do, guys, is go right here where it says instructions. And this is going to tell you to start OpenIV and click on edit mode. All right. Now, what we want to do is we want to go below this, and I'm going to show you guys how to do all this. And you want to highlight this line all by itself. The one that says, that has the greater than sign and the less than sign on each end, okay? And it says item DLC. You see it right here. Highlight it from end to end and right click and copy, okay? Now, trust me, guys, we're going to be following these pathways that you're seeing right here. But make sure, first and foremost, that you highlight this line right here from end to end and you copy it. Make sure that's the only line you highlight, okay? And then go ahead and minimize that README. And then what we want to do is we want to go into our main directory. Open it back up, okay, guys? You should be in Steam Apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5, all right? You should also have a mods folder by now if you went and watched that video and came back, okay? So here's what you want to do. You want to double-click on mods. You want to double-click on update, times 64, DLC packs, okay? This is where all your DLC packs goes, guys, okay? Now, over here, remember we double-clicked that security folder, guys, and it said DLC.rpf. If you're on that DLC.rpf right now, you need to go back. You need to have this security folder. That's the one you want to drop, okay? Grab this security folder right here. And right now, you should be in Grand Theft Auto 5, mods, update, times 64, DLC packs. That's where you should be. Grab this security folder in your WinRAR, pull it in to your DLC packs. Do not highlight anything. If you're highlighting something, do not drop it. If you do, you're gonna mess it up. Bring it over to this buffer zone where nothing's highlighted and drop it in, okay? Just like that. And then go ahead and refresh that, all right? And then we want to go back to our main game directory, okay? Right there. You should now be in Steam Apps, Common, Grand Theft Auto 5. Go ahead and minimize that your directory. Now the next thing you want to do is open up your OpenIV. Now remember, we saved a pathway earlier, remember? Go to Favorites and click on that data and update.rpf. Should bring you right to here. If you did not save that pathway, then you were not listening to me. You were not following instructions. You need to go back in the video and watch it and look at the pathway. If not, I'll be nice enough to let you see it right through the top. I'm just kidding, guys. The pathway's right at the top if you want it, but if you're not listening to that, what I said back there, you need to go back and listen, guys, okay? It's important to always listen to these step-for-step instructions. I will never, ever steer you wrong, okay? Once you are in this pathway in mods, update.rpf, common, and data, you want to scroll down, okay, until you get to the XML text. Below that, you're going to see a DLC list.xml. It'll be right above that game config that we manipulated a while ago. Highlight that DLC list.xml, highlight it, and then right-click and click Edit. Make sure you are in edit mode in OpenIV. If you're not in edit mode, you cannot edit this, okay? It will not allow you to open it up in edit mode. Go ahead and scroll all the way down. And you want to put your cursor on the last item line. Whatever your last item line is, just put it on the end of it and make sure the cursor is blinking, okay? Because you're probably going to have a different item line than me. But whatever your last item line is, make sure your cursor's there. All right, on the very end of it, and press enter one time on the keyboard, and then you want to hit left control V. V is in Victor, left control V. It's going to paste that line in there that we copied. Okay? See it right there, the security? Go ahead and click save. That's it, guys. And empty it out. It's very important to keep your recycle bin emptied out. It's very important, okay? Close out of that. Now, being the fact that we just installed a huge call-out pack and a huge DLC, I want you guys to restart your PCs. I'm going to do the same. So once I restart my PC, I will see you guys inside of LSPDFR. All right, guys and girls. So once we are loaded in, this is what you want to do. If you are not on duty, you want to hit the F4 console key. You guys know how to do this by now. F-O-R-C-E. And hit the tab and hit enter. You're now going to load in, and you're going to see a counter. Going to load in, and you're going to see a counter over to your right. It's going to say press F6 to activate Security Plus or whatever key you set it to. We're going to push that.
Security Plus has been activated.
Okay. Now my F6 is on my something else I got set to. It's on my Quant V, I believe is what it is, that Quant V setting. So, alright guys, so here's what we're going to do. Now, as you guys can see, I'm going to show you that I lost none of my outfits. I'm going to open my EUP and go to my wardrobe. As you guys can see, I still have all my outfits in here that I set before. Alright. And we are going to create, I'm going to show you guys how to create your security outfit here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and hop on up out of here. But you guys can see it is the call out pack is activated. Alright, let's get on out of the apartment, and let me go ahead and change a few things here, guys, before we get out here, because if not, it'll start raining on us and everything else. So let me go ahead and set my weather to extra sunny, and okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to spawn over to the airport here first, okay, before we go to the camp, because the camp that you want to be, the campus you want to be at, that you normally do, and you can do security anywhere you want on the map, guys. It's completely up to you. But the main place you would do security with this is going to be at the campus over here, the college campus, which is going to be in this general area right here. You also have the golf course you can do security around. Pretty much any place, anything small or even big areas, depending on what they are. Even the hospital, you can do security around the hospital, okay? For now, we're going to spawn over to LSIA, okay? I'm going to spawn over right here. Alright, there we go. And let's go ahead and get down here. And I'm going to put my time down just a little bit. And we do want that. I do want that nighttime looking right when we start making those lights pop real good. Let me go ahead and we'll set it right there and freeze it. Okay, now, if you in fact do have Callout Manager, it'll come in real big handy right now. If you have it, you can pull it up. If you don't have Callout Manager, guys, and I have the room for another card here, which is what they call dropping links here, I will drop a link here. You guys want to see something cool? Watch this. Oh man, I love that one. I love that one, and I love this one right here. And when you're in the city, you can hear people go, ah, and they just fall to their death. Anyway, that's horrible. All right, guys, so once we're at the airport, now, like I said, if you don't have Callout Manager, and I have the room to drop the link in here, guys, I will put a link in the video here showing you how to install Callout Manager and Simple Trainer right there, as you see as well, if you don't have that, okay? If I don't have the room for my video, guys, I'll just pin all the links that you guys need in the comments, okay? I'll just pin all the links in the comments, okay? With that being said, if you do have Simple Trainer, go ahead and pull it up and go to Vehicle Spawning, and we want to go to Added Vehicles menu. Now, there's a few vehicles that you need to know about, okay? The ones that are ELS, okay? Now, everything you see here, if this is the only DLC pack that you have installed, then that's the only DLCs that you will see in here. As you can see, it's the only one that I have in this file. So every vehicle that you see right here is in fact a security vehicle all the way over to the FPIU. Now, if we spawn that CVPI, this is what we're going to get. This one is ELS, okay? Alright, there's our... I'll spawn a couple of ELS vehicles and a couple non-ELS vehicles, okay? So there's your ELS for the Crown Vic right there. Looks really good. Oh yeah, let's create our security outfit, guys. We're going to go into our EUP menu. You're going to go down to EUP Serve and Rescue, and you want to go down to Gruppy Sex, I think is what it says. Setches? I don't know. We're just going to pick an outfit right here. And there's a bunch of cool outfits in here, as you can see. I particularly like this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. Once I get selected, go to Wardrobe and go to Create Outfit. And I'm going to name this Security, okay? And I'm going to hit Enter. And just real quick, guys, I'm going to go down and select my glasses real quick. I'm not making anything fancy. I'm just going to select my glasses real quick. I got to change that. I have to change this, my accessory belt. I have to. I can't stand to have my pistol out that far. And that's pretty much all I need to change. So I'm going to hit save, and you now have that saved, okay? Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and open up our Simple Trainer again. Go to Vehicle Spawning, Added Vehicles menu. And we are going to spawn that FPIU right below the CVPI. You'll see it right there, okay? Stage 1. And you'll notice, guys, the left light in the back is a little bit pink. And I don't know why, but it is for me. Stage 2. And Stage 3. Alright? So there is your... Why is that headlight out? Why is that... Okay, never mind. I don't know, but anyway, I'm sure it's probably just a... I'm probably not holding my mouth right. Let me see. Yeah, yo, the headlight is out, man. I hear a plane taking off or something, bro. Let me try this real quick, guys. Let me try something here real quick. Okay, so the headlight is officially not working in this car. So if you guys have the same problem, then you'll know why. But it may just be a glitch in my game. But okay, so there's 2 of the ELS vehicles. Okay, now we're going to spawn some non-ELS vehicles. Let's go back to vehicle spawning, added vehicles menu, and we are now going to spawn. Let's spawn this caddy right here, the Grumpy Setch's caddy utility. All right. Now, non-ELS vehicles, you're not going to have a siren, okay? I don't know why some don't have a siren. Only one of them does, and that is the big one. That's like the big security truck, okay? Now, if you hit the E on your keyboard, you're going to get that light right there, okay? See that? Turns it on, turns it off, okay? On your controller, you're going to click left thumbstick. Click on your left thumbstick. It'll turn it on for you. There's your caddy. Again, back to Simple Trainer Vehicle Spawning, added vehicles menu. And this time, we're going to spawn the Bravado, okay? Again, E on the keyboard, left thumbstick click, turns on your lights. And you're not supposed to have sirens on a security vehicle anyway, so that's good. Now, you will have them on the ELS vehicles. I'm not too sure why they don't appear on this one, on these, but that's okay, because you're only supposed to have a horn, which is an air horn on your security vehicles. If you have anything at all, you're only allowed, by law, you're only allowed to use an air horn, okay? You cannot use sirens in a security vehicle. It's against the law. It can't be done. So if they allow you to use anything at all, some companies that are private companies will allow you to use air horns, some won't. It just depends, all right? So there's your Bravado non-ELS vehicle spawning, added vehicles menu. Let's go ahead and spawn. Let's see, what was another cool one here? There's an executioner. Let's spawn this sedan. This is a cool one. It's a locked and loaded sedan. Hit the E again. This has got really cool lights. Even though it's non-ELS, I love the lights on this vehicle, man. I absolutely love that light bar. All right. So we'll spawn one more right here, guys. There's a couple security trucks too, and then we'll go on a call out. And I'll show you how the callouts will code for and disregard if they're too far away. I'll show you how that happens. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and hit F3. Vehicle spawning, added vehicles menu, and let's do Meriwether Security Gressley. Now these also come with the pack. These do not have amber lights. Okay, sorry, I thought they did. These do not have amber lights. These are just regular patrol vehicles, but they do come with the pack. They're very nice. They are regular security vehicles. They have no lights, but they are security vehicles nonetheless, okay? All right, let me hop out of this one. Let's do this one more time. Vehicle spawning, added vehicles menu. I'll spawn one more non-ELS here. I think it's a non-ELS. Here's your grumpy van. Hit the E on the keyboard. Turns your lights on. It's a very nice pack, guys. A very nice pack. So now what we're going to do is I'm more of a ELS guy. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to grab... actually, we're going to spawn the Dodge Charger for this one. I'm going to spawn the Dodge Charger for this. I like my Dodge Chargers, man. So if you go to the Charger, emergency guys, that'll pull up your Dodge Charger. Now, I'm going to show you guys a trick once we get outside the airport here. There is your ELS pack. There's your ELS and non-ELS vehicles right there, guys. There they are. That comes with the security pack. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool stuff. Had to do a tutorial on this, man. I just think this mod is so cool. Now, I'm going to show you guys a trick with your ELS, okay? So, if you do have ELS installed and you're in an ELS vehicle right now, hit right Control P to pull up that box in the bottom right. And we're going to go all the way to Stage 3 lighting. Now, if you hold down your left Alt, okay, hold down your left Alt and start hitting the numbers across your keyboard 1 through 6 and going like this, you're going to see the numbers start changing. This is the corona patterns in your lights, okay? It only goes to 30. Each one will go to 30. Now, the more you see me change these, the faster you're going to see them strobe lights start flashing, okay? You're going to see more strobe lights start popping up, all right? This is number 4 right here. It only goes, you can only do it to number 5, guys. Number 5 is the last one you can do it on, I believe. I could try number 6 on top of the keyboard, but I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, that's it. Once you're done, you can exit out the window if you want to. And now you can see how they're flashing there, right? See how much more they're flashing and how they're is my headlights on? Look at this guy still in the car. Get out of that car, man. Are you serious? Are you really going to do this in the middle of my... Requesting backup. Stop, man. You're going to get tased.
Required in Los Santos International.
You're going to get tased, bro. He jumped it.
Acknowledge.
You're going to get tased, brother. Quit running. You're going to get tased, man. Stop. Stop running, man. I'm going to pop you, brother. That's what happens, dude. Freeze. Don't you move, man. Get down. Get face down. Get face down the ground, man. Face down. You made yourself famous on YouTube today, brother. What about that, guys? A little bit of LSPDFR action, huh? A little bit of security job action going on right there. Look at this guy coming in like an idiot. I'm going to dismiss him because he's stupid. What's the matter with you, man? I'm trying to do an in-game showcase for my audience, man. You're going to come in and steal a car like that? Stand right there. Dispatch requesting transport.
10-4.
Actually, guys, let me go like this. Let me dismiss them. No, dismiss them, dismiss them, dismiss them. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Dismiss them. Dismiss them. Dismiss them. You can't dismiss transport, man, once they're called? Really? Okay, guys, if you have ultimate backup and press the U key, you will now notice that you have a G6 response unit, a G6 armor unit, and a G6 transport. If you hit that, that will call security transport, okay? That's why I was trying to dismiss this transport, okay? All right, guys, so the next thing I kind of wanted to show you, I wanted to show you the ELS trick because I don't show that in a lot of my I don't show that in a lot of my tutorials. No, quit hitting you, man, not you. Okay, let me turn my headlights off. There we go. All right. But that's a cool vehicle nonetheless, guys. All these, I mean, there's so many vehicles to go through, guys. Like I said, you can go to your simple trainer and go up to vehicle spawning, go to add a vehicles menu, and right there is all of the vehicles that we just installed, guys. There's so many. Look at this. I mean, this pack is amazing, guys. It's pretty amazing. Now, the next thing I kind of want to show you guys is I'm going to show you what weapons you would need to carry as a security guard, okay? So with that being said, we're going to pull up our simple trainer, and we're going to go down to weapons, and we're going to go up to remove all weapons, okay? Now, we're going to set up our guy as a security guard. Remember, you're not a police officer, you're a security guard. You don't need all the weapons that you need as a cop, okay? So we're going to go down, and we're going to select, the nightstick, all right? And we're going to go on down. We're going to select a flashlight, of course. You're going to get a pistol, and you're going to get a stun gun, all right? Now, once you're done there, you can go back up, and you want to go to weapons, attachments, and tent menu, okay? And the only thing you want to do in here is grab that pistol, and you want to go over until you get to that flashlight and activate it. And you got that flashlight on. Once you got it, go back, go down to weapons, load, save menu. Now, if you followed my tutorial successfully and faithfully, you will know that we already have weapons loaded, saved on slot 1. So you want to save these, all the weapons, to slot 2, okay? Now, every time you come into the game and you want to play as a security guard, you can load all weapons to slot 1, and it will load up your security weapons, okay? See that? I only have the taser, the pistol, the flashlight, and the nightstick, all right? That's all I have. Now, let's get in the car, and I'm going to show you this trick here as well. Get in, broski. Get in. Now, like I said, if you have Callout Manager, you can pull it up. It's going to help you a bunch here, okay? We're going to go to Security Plus. All right? Now, I'm going to show you where the call is too far away. It'll code forward automatically. We're going to do one in Sandy, just for the heck of it.
Security response
I'm going to accept it.
For an open carry on a premises.
Okay, now see how it code forward disregarded it? Because it's too far away. That is a good thing in my opinion. All right, now we're gonna go more up here towards the college area, okay, which is gonna be in this general area right here. We're gonna spawn up there. Nice. This is gonna be your college right here. Now we're actually going to do a call out. You want to pull it up, guys? And like I said, guys, you know the sky is the limit with this stuff. We're gonna go ahead and pick this one right here.
Security requested for a student feeling unsafe.
Student feeling unsafe. Dispatch, show me en route.
10-4, copy. 1, Adam 7.
Alright, so we're going to go down to this call. And sometimes they will spawn out, guys. It's just part of the beta pack. But just, you know, be patient with it. It's a cool pack. It does work. The pack does work, guys. It does, in fact, work. Alright, so we're going to pull in. Now, when you're patrolling around the campus like this, you might want to use the golf cart for this part. Pulling in on that because it's you know, it's a pretty big area. This guy looks like the stalker right here. Alright. Let's go ahead. There's another. What's up, man? Hey, what's up, Johnny? How you doing, brother? You working late shit tonight, man? Yeah? Alright, man. Cool. Cool, cool. I'll be hollering at you, son. Alright, then. We holler. Hub up. Hub up. Alright, so we're going to go up here. This is going to be the person you're talking to. The student, thanks for showing up. I've been getting this eerie feeling like someone is following me. And I think I have someone at point. You're going to hit Y to advance the conversation. There says Officer Justice. All right, try to keep calm. You're safe now. Are they nearby? This was talking about your dialogue, guys. That'll show your name by your dialogue. Student, I think so. They're over that way. So it probably is the guy right over there. Press I to look for stalker or O to escort the student home. All right. So we are going to look for the stalker, and he's going to be right over here. He's definitely right over here. That's going to be him right there. This is going to be our guy. This is him.
Oh, hey. I'm good.
Hey, man. Stop right there, man. And you can question whatever you want to do, guys. You can question from here. What are you doing over here? Yeah. I'm a dirty security guard. Don't get smart with me, brother. Hey, the problem's taken care of, ma'am. You can go home safely now. Hey, what's up, girl?
Stand by.
Hey, what's up, girl? Oh, my goodness. Girl, your face is ugly. We can take care of that with a bag, but man, girl, look at the cleavage. Girl, you look like you got the big old saggy titties. Girl, get out of here with that, man, them big old saggy boobs. Nasty. What are you looking at, boy? You want some of this? Do you? Get down, boy.
You gonna respect the hands.
Do you? Do you? Yeah, let's do it. Come on, come on. Let's go. Come on. Oh, you missed. You missed. Oh, that was a good one. My turn. You're an idiot. Knock my hat off and everything, boy. Put my hat back on. All right, guys, there you go. There's your throw for the Security Plus. Big shout out again to Sneaky Steve on this on the call out, as well as the ELS vehicles, because it did come with that. Sorry about that. Guys, you will find this all the links that you need in the description below. You will also find the car pack, as well as the call out pack itself /plugin in my game docs. With that being said, love you guys so much. I'm trying to think, is that everything? But guys, the sky's the limit. You can go through your Security Plus in your call out manager and pick any call out you want and see what gives. As you guys can see, there is security work everywhere, from Los Santos to the Mega Mall to Grapeseed, all the way to Harmony and the Fleeca 68, man. It's all over, guys. So the sky is the limit with this call out bike. It's amazing. Again, big shout out to Sneaky Steve for this, man. I am so going to have so much fun. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be making a whole new playlist on LSPDFR security patrols. Look for those episodes coming out soon, guys and girls. I love y'all so much. Subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that like button for your boy. And click that bell and click all so you know exactly when I post new content and when I go live, guys, as we are live streaming 7 days a week. Starting this week, we'll be live streaming 7 days a week. And we're going to be doing all scary games for the Halloween season. I love you guys so very much. Thank you again for everything you do and for the almost 24,500 subs. We just surpassed 24,130 subs, I think. Something like that. But I want to let you guys know how much I appreciate you. I'm acting like a cop driving through the city here. I'm going to slow it down because I'm not a cop. I'm actually just a security guard. We're going to go stage 2 and just ride stage 2 like we are security. Why is my light bar not working over there? Okay, so that's just stage 2. We're going to ride stage 3 then, man. Sang. But with that being said, love you guys so much. Get out here and do some security guard work, as this is a whole new window and world to LSPDFR, guys and girls. I love y'all so much. Until next time, God bless. Take care. Stay in prayer. Love one another. And peace out. Get out of here. Everybody get out of here. Yeah, you better scream. Look at this guy, though. Yo, how is he dead and driving? His head was down, bro. He's dead and driving. Look at this guy. Oh, man, I was going to end the video, man, but look at this guy. You got to see this guy. Who's driving the car? Who's driving the car, yo? Who's driving it? Who's driving? What? Take care, guys.